Hi everyone, good day. Mads again and welcome to the next episode of our video lesson. This time it's lesson number 2, part 1 of week number 2 of this online lecture. Now this topic class, this video lesson will be focusing on graphical method of vector addition or the also known as head-to-tail method. The learning objectives of this lesson number 2 is to perform addition of vectors using graphical method and identify the magnitude and direction of the resultant vector using the ruler and protractor. In this video lesson, you will need ruler, protractor, and if you have graphing paper, much better. So let's go to addition of vector. You know, class, we have we have two methods in adding vectors, but in this video lesson, we'll be focusing more on graphical method. Obviously, the first method in vector addition is the use of graphical method, and the second one is the use of geometrical or analytical method. When we say graphical method, we will be deriving data or the value of the vectors by actual measurement through the utilization of our ruler and a protractor. When we say geometrical or analytical method, we'll be deriving data by simply utilizing our mathematical skills. That means it's more on solving problem. We don't need the actual measurement. It's just an approximation of the data and applying some mathematical operations. Before we proceed to the core of this topic, let me introduce to you another term for this lesson for vector addition. You will be encountering this one, vector sum, or in college physics, they call this one as a resultant vector. When you will be in college, you will have your college physics, and the first topic there, I think, is on vector. So this resultant vector now is referring to the total of or summation of all vectors. For example, we have three vectors, vector A, vector B, vector C, and you are asked to find the total of that vector. We call that total as resultant vector. So before we proceed to the graphical method, let me try to orient you on the use of ruler and protractor. So as you can see in your screen now, we have there a ruler and protractor. In your ruler class, we have only two units there, centimeter and inch. That means if we use our ruler as a tool for measuring vector, we will assume that that vector is being represented by means of centimeter or inch. And protractor class, as you can see we have value, or we have series of numbers there from from right to left, or shall we say counterclockwise, the blue color there, 0 to 180 degrees, and the black color there, 0 to 180 degrees. Those numbers are referring to direction or angle of vector. So when you are asked to find the angle or direction of the vector in graphical method, basically you will need to use the protractor to find or to measure the actual direction or angle of that vector. Having said that, let's go to graphical method. Now, in graphical method, we have different cases, but before we proceed to those cases, let me demonstrate to you on how to graph actual vectors in our Cartesian plane. So, for example, we have these examples here. Have this series of vectors, vector A, B, C. I hope you can see this clearly. Vector A is 20 newtons, west 30 degrees, south. Vector B is 15 newtons, north, 50 degrees, east. Vector C is equals to 20 newtons, 40 degrees, east of south. As you can see, the unit here is expressed in newtons. And as I have said a while ago, our ruler is just using two units, which is centimeter and inch. And we also have, I think, millimeter, the small calibration there. So we don't have newtons here. That is why we need to have a scale. as we go along in this sample problem, you will notice that all the theories and concepts that were presented in lesson number 1 will be applying now here. We'll be using here in our lesson number 2 part 1. So it is very important for you to watch lesson number 1 before you proceed to lesson number 2, so that you can understand what I'm talking here. So 1 centimeter, we have here a scale. 1 centimeter is equals to 5 newtons. That means all the numbers here that are expressed in Newton will be converted into centimeters. Now to do that, for example, vector A, 20 newtons times in every 1 centimeter, we have 5 newtons. Cancel out Newton. 20 times 1 will give you 20, divided by 5 will give you 4 cm. So the value for vector A in plotting vector is by using this scale is 4 centimeters. Do the rest of the vectors by following this method, and you will get the exact scale of that in centimeter. So I will just summarize that one. Vector A is 4 centimeters. Convert this one, 15 newtons to centimeter. Vector B is 3 centimeters. And for vector C, that's 4 centimeters. We can now plot these vectors using the ruler here, or your ruler. It's because we have already here a centimeter unit that can also measure the length of these vectors. So let's go plotting this one. Let's go for vector A. For vector A, we have here 20 newtons west, 30 degrees south. So that's 40 centimeters west, 30 degrees south. Meaning to say, if we want to graph that, we will graph this vector A in quadrant 3 because we have here a west and south direction. So we are now in quadrant 3. How to graph that? We will use our protractor to get or to illustrate first the angle. So let's try to locate first where is this 30 degree located. We will put our protractor. So this is, since the reference point is, I already mentioned this one in our lesson number 1. So the reference point here is basically west. That means the counting is from west. So this is counterclockwise. So 0, 10, 20, 30. So the 30 is here. This one. We will just mark 30 degrees here. And get your ruler and plot this 4 centimeter, exact value of 4 centimeters in your ruler. So we will start from the origin, point of origin, there, and level your ruler here, the tip of your ruler, there, and from this point, this is 4 centimeters. So I will stop on 4 centimeters. This is vector. This is now our vector A, sorry. This is now vector A, which is 20 newtons. So the point of reference now is west. So the arrow is from west to south. And this is 30 degrees. So this is now our vector A. Let's go for vector B. Vector B is 15 newtons, north, 50 degrees east. So in quadrant 1 because we have east and north here. So in quadrant 1. What is the reference point? North. That is why I will place my protractor in this orientation like this one. So since the reference point is north, this is clockwise approach. So 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So this is 50. I will mark the 50 here. And grab your ruler. So that's 3 centimeters. You place your ruler here. There. And that's 3 centimeters. We'll stop on 3 centimeter. There. Okay. And we will now label this one as vector B 20 newtons. So the arrow is from north to east. And the angle here is 50 degrees. That is now our vector B. Let's go to vector C. Vector C is 20 newtons, 40 degrees. East of south. I have already mentioned this one. I have already tackled this one in our lesson number 1. What if the presentation of direction is like this? What is now the reference point? So in this case, since this is east of south, we are now in quadrant 4. So the reference point is, what is the reference point? South. So I will place my protractor like this one. And from south, I will count, what is the angle? 40 degrees. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. So if this is the angle here, 40. And I will grab my ruler. What is the scale of 20 newtons? 4 centimeters. So that's 4 centimeters from the point of origin and to that angle. I will stop on 4 centimeters. This is now our sorry for that. This is now our vector C, which is 20 newtons. So the reference point now is south. So the arrow is from south to east. The angle here is 40 degrees. So this is now the graphical presentation of this vector. So you can pause this video and copy this one.